Morning. I'm going to encourage you to find a space that you can relax and lay back comfortably. You might need a pillow underneath your head or your knees to feel support. Our objective is to be able to move from a place of ease. So once you've found that place that you can lay comfortably, whether it's on your bed or a yoga mat on the floor, just allow yourself to tune in, to notice your breath, to notice how it moves, where it moves to. Notice if your head is flat on the floor. Is there more weight on one area than the other? We're just doing this Soma scan just to notice what it is that we notice. Seeing if your head is turned to one side more than the other. Is there tension in your face, in your jaw, in your mouth, around your eyes? Allowing your focus to move into your neck and shoulders. Does your neck feel tighter on one side than the other? Do your shoulders feel compressed or elevated? Is one shoulder more off the floor than the other? Notice down into your arms. Is one arm heavier or lighter than the other? Does one arm feel longer or shorter than the other? Are your arms near or far from your body? Are your palms up towards the ceiling or down towards the surface? Just noticing. Allowing curiosity to be your friend. Taking a tour of your body, like you're discovering a new landscape. Moving down into your chest and abdomen. Notice, does one side feel tighter than the other? Are there aches and pains? Does your breath move with ease? Or is it shallow? Moving your attention now into your back body. Do your shoulder blades feel like they're even on the floor? Does one side of your back feel like it connects to the floor more than the other? And allowing yourself just to breathe naturally as you discover your body. Moving into your hips and lower back. Is there tension or discomfort? Does one side of the hip and pelvis feel more compacted to the floor than the other? Does there feel a shortness in one side of your side body versus the other? Does one hip feel higher or more elevated? Is there tension or pain? Noticing into the legs. Is one leg longer or shorter than the other? Does one feel heavier or like wood? Does the other feel softer and more alive? Is there tightness or pain in the knees? Moving down into the ankles and feet. Do they feel compressed and contracted? Does one foot feel lower or longer than the other? And inviting our attention back up into our arms. Noticing our hands. Are they compressed? Are they contracted? Are they in fists? Or are they soft? Allowing the attention back to your breath. Just noticing whatever it is that you notice. This is all just a starting point. One that we will look back on at the end. Just to notice if there's any differences. And when you're ready, I'm going to have you bring your feet up so they are flat on the floor. Leaving pillows there if you need to support your knees up to the ceiling. Your feet flat on the floor. Allowing yourself just to notice in this new position, whatever it is that you notice. Letting yourself just breathe naturally. And on your next inhale, I'm going to invite you to just imagine bringing your belly button up towards the ceiling, allowing that back to gently arch and softening your breath, slow and controlled, out to neutral. And breathing naturally here again. And on your next inhale, imagining that belly button rising up to the ceiling. The tip of the tailbone may move down towards the floor. Allowing that motion to occur just naturally and to release with control and slowness as you settle back down to neutral. Breathing naturally here and resting. Remembering that less is more in these motions. It's not about a big movement. It's about gaining lost memory of movement, helping with what we call sensor motor amnesia. Meaning there are sometimes when the body forgets how to move. And when we do movements slowly, it reconnects those neural pathways. So we want to do all motions slow and steady and with control. And as you do those and any motion, if there's a jag or a jitter or it goes really quickly, I invite you to rewind the motion just a little bit and continue then to take it through the ease, the softening, the elongation back to neutral. Slow and steady with control is our key. So again, a preparatory inhale and exhale. And on the next inhale, rising that belly button up toward the ceiling, allowing that tailbone to tilt down, holding gently that position, allowing the breath just to be. And on your exhale, allowing that contraction to soften back to neutral, allowing your body to rest. Allowing any muscles that contracted to make that happen, allow them to rest. And on your next inhale, thinking about that belly button toward the ceiling, tip of the tailbone down. And as you exhale, allow your body to soften with control back down to neutral, moving past neutral, bringing that back body to the table, to the floor. Holding for a moment and releasing, allowing your body to go to neutral and rest. A few breaths here. And on your next inhale, imagining that belly button rising to the ceiling, tip of the tailbone down to the table. And as you exhale, that tip of the tailbone moves up to the ceiling and that back of your body flattens and connects to the floor. And as you inhale, moving past neutral, the belly button to the ceiling. And as you exhale, back body flattens to the floor, tip of the tailbone up to the ceiling. Inhaling, belly button to the ceiling. Exhaling, back body to the floor, past neutral to the floor. Inhaling, belly button to the ceiling. Exhaling, past neutral, connecting back body to the floor. Inhaling, belly button to the ceiling. Exhaling, past neutral, back to the floor. Inhaling to neutral and rest. Taking a few breaths here now, letting anything that contracted, allow it all to soften now. Now I'm going to invite you to lengthen your legs, and if you need a pillow underneath the knees, just allowing that to be. And just rest a moment here. And when you're ready now, bringing your feet flat up to be flat on the floor again. And as you know, when I say floor, I can mean bed or whatever surface you are on. It is all interchangeable. I'm going to invite you now to bring your arms out into a T, moving any pillows beside your knees to support your legs. So one pillow on either side. And then allowing the arms to come up and out to a T. Of course, only going to comfort. They might not reach out very far, and that's perfectly okay. Again, we're not trying for big motions, we're trying for ease. So this movement and this position we're going into is called wash rag. I'm going to allow one hand to rise turn towards the ceiling, palm up towards the ceiling, facing up as if there was an apple laying in your palm. And for this moment, we'll have it be your right hand. So allowing that right hand to face and turn up towards that ceiling, while the left hand is down towards the floor. Moving from your shoulders, I invite you to change the hand positions. So the right hand moves down towards the table and the left rotates from the shoulder up towards the ceiling. Alternating that position now, left hand goes flat on the floor, right hand rotates up towards the ceiling. And now as you alternate again, left hand moving up towards the ceiling, right hand down towards the floor. Allow that head to move towards the left hand that is face up to the ceiling. And turning your head and switching your arms. So right hand turns up towards the ceiling as your head turns towards the right. Alternating now again, left hand rotates up to the ceiling, right hand down, head turns to the hand that is up to the ceiling. Remembering to breathe as you're doing these motions, rotating from the shoulders. Continue the arm alternation and head turning to the palm that is up. Now as we turn the head towards the left palm up, as the right palm goes down, we're going to engage the legs. And so as we move into the right palm, turning up, head turning to the right, the legs are gently going to roll to the left. The knees just moving gently to the left. And as we alternate the hands, turning the left palm up, head turning left, the knees gently will roll right. Alternating again the hands and the head, right palm up, knees gently to the left, left palm down. One more time, rotating the arms from the shoulders, left palm up, head left, knees to the right. Noticing the wash rag motion, the twisting that occurs in your body, and allowing yourself to come back to neutral. And then just rest, breathing naturally here now. Now with your knees up or your legs lengthened, whatever's comfortable for you, we're going to do a pendiculation in that shoulder that you're having trouble with. So we're going to think about the muscle that feels really tight now. And in our mind's eye, we're just going to notice, can we isolate that muscle? Can we imagine in our mind's eye just contracting and making that muscle just a little bit tighter? And as we have made it just a little bit tighter, we're going to have you now slowly, with control in your mind's eye, allow it to soften, allow it to lengthen, allowing it to lengthen to neutral and beyond. Now resting anything at all that you contracted in your mind's eye and your body, allowing it all to rest, and taking a few breaths here. And when you're ready again, in your mind's eye. And so this is your imagination, as we can do things in our imagination and our body will follow. We don't have to physically do these motions for them to have impact. Though if it does feel right for you, you can physically engage it. Just remember, be gentle. We're not going for pain. We're going for ease, steady, slow, and control. So again, in your mind's eye or physically, find that muscle, that area that feels tight, and gently, with control, contract it. Make it just a little bit tighter. Now once you're there, slowly with control, softening that contraction. Noticing if it jags or jumps or goes quickly. Pause, recontract just a little, and slow with control, allow that muscle or that muscle group to elongate and soften, softening anything else that contracted to make that possible. And rest. And the rest is key. Allowing rest to happen allows your body to notice. And one more time now, thinking about that area or that specific muscle that feels like it's still a little bit tight, and gently in your mind's eye or physically invite a gentle, controlled contraction, tightening up that muscle just a little bit. Once you're there, slow and control. Allow it to soften. Allow it to lengthen. Allow all muscles to soften and lengthen that may have gotten engaged to help make that motion possible. Allow it to soften and lengthen past neutral. And rest. Rest in the softness. And thinking now about a motion that your arm cannot do, whether it's lifting out from the side or up from the front. Thinking now, and we're going to concentrate on the idea of your arm lifting out from the side, with your elbow moving away from your side body. And so it's not about that movement. What we're going to do here is imagine bringing it all in tighter, tighter to your body, tighter to itself, contracting all those muscles in the arm, bringing it all into the side body, gentle with control, creating that contraction all through the shoulder blade, all through the neck, gently with control, creating that contraction. And slowly, with control, inviting a softening, an elongation, allowing all those muscles to lengthen past neutral to a new neutral. Resting, allowing anything in the body that contracted to make that happen. Allow it all to soften and to rest. One more time now. Imagining bringing that arm into a shorter position, contracting it into your body, bringing it tight to you. Noticing if it's through the shoulder blade, through the upper shoulder, elbow, arm, trapezius, into the neck, gently with control, allowing it all to tighten, and slowly with control, allowing it to soften, allowing it to melt back to neutral, allowing it to lengthen, allowing anything that contracted in your body to soften and lengthen. And rest. And taking a moment now just to notice whatever it is that you notice. And when you're ready, I'm going to have you bring your feet flat on the floor again, supporting with pillows if need be. And taking here a moment just to notice the change of position, breathing naturally, and rest. And when you're ready, we're going to go through one cycle of the tilt and flatten. And that's that belly button up to the ceiling and flattening the back down, back to the floor. So a preparatory breath in and out. And on your next inhale in, thinking about that belly button rising to the ceiling, that tailbone tilting to the floor. And exhaling, back body past neutral, back connecting to the floor, and tip of the tailbone tipping up to the ceiling. And doing another cycle of that at your own pace. And then on our next inhale, we're going to bring the shoulder blades, imagining that they're going to connect down to your hips into an arch and curl. And so as you do your breath out, just allowing everything to soften, the back connecting to the floor. And as you inhale, belly button to the ceiling, imagining that that back body is shortening and your shoulder blades are coming to your hips just a little. And then as you breathe out, just allow everything to soften back to neutral. Allowing that back body to go past neutral, allowing that tip of the tailbone to rise up to the ceiling, back body connecting to the floor. And as you breathe in, belly button rises to the ceiling, shoulder blades move gently to the hips. And as you breathe out, allowing everything to soften, going back to neutral, allowing your back body to go past neutral and connect to the floor and rest. Allowing your body to breathe naturally. And 1 or 2 more cycles through, just bringing your belly button towards the ceiling as you breathe in, and allowing your body to go past neutral. Tip of the tailbone up as you exhale, back body connecting to the floor, past neutral, belly button up towards the ceiling, and back body through neutral, connecting to the floor. 1 more time now. Breath in, belly button up, breathing out through neutral, tip of the tailbone up, back body flattens. Inhaling, rest. Allowing your legs to go back into a lengthened position now. And just noticing what it is that you notice. And allowing your breath to be natural, and your arms and legs to rest by your sides, supporting your knees or head with a pillow if need be. And taking your attention to your breath again. Just noticing how does it feel? Does it feel like it is bigger or fuller than it was? Does it reach to areas that it didn't before? Allowing your focus to move to your head. Does it rest differently on the floor than it did before? Is it more neutral, or has it changed? Noticing, is your jaw softer? Is your face softer? Do your ears rest? Allowing your attention to go into your neck and shoulders. Do they rest differently on the table? Noticing in through your arms. Are they more neutral? Are they different than they were before? Are your hands closer or farther from your body? Are your palms up or down? Allowing your attention in through your chest and abdomen. Noticing how it's different than it was before. Is there more ease? Allowing your focus to move to your back body. Does it rest more evenly on the floor? Can you feel your breath into your back body? Allowing your attention to move into your hips and your pelvis. Does it rest more on the floor? Is it evener? Are the hips more neutral? Is there a softness through your hips and pelvis? Moving into your legs, just noticing. Are they more closer together or are they farther apart? Are they more internally or externally rotated than when we noticed the first time? Is there less tension or pain in through your joints? Is there a softness? Just noticing how it's different than when we did the Soma scan at the beginning. Bringing your attention back to your breath. And just noticing. And when you're ready, laying on your side and slowly allowing yourself to get up. Letting yourself be curious as your feet connect to the floor, how things feel different. Let that curiosity flow with you through the day. Thank you for carving out this time and doing this somatic practice with me. Rest easy and gentle. Have a lovely day.